The Rhode Island Rams meet the Friars at Providence College for the 131st time. Dickie Simpkins, Dave O'Brien with you. Thanks so much for joining us. Great to be along the former Providence College star. And a terrific environment. The place is packed. You've been inside this rivalry for many, many years in so many ways. It's one of the better ones in New England.
Absolutely. This rivalry gets heated. It's the battle for the bragging rights of who is the king of Rhode Island. Last year, the Rams won it. This year, we'll see who takes it.
All right, we shall see. We take a look at the starting line, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeff Doughton is the Rams' top scorer. He's their point guard as well. Langevine is one of the better rebounders in the country. PC's bright star, of course, is Alpha Diallo. 19 points, 9 rebounds a game. A couple of true leaders on the court.
Cyril Langevine, a double-double machine. He carries this Rams team in the paint. He will have to play big. And then Alpha Diallo, excellent from coming back from last year, playing at a high level, improved shooter. These guys changed the game.
They are ready inside to dunk. The 76th consecutive season that these two schools have met. Providence coming in 5-2. The Rams at 3-2, and they are the reigning A-10 champions from the regular season. And the Friars went for the opening tip, and a tremendous attack there by Doughton to get to the ball, and he's averaging 17 points a game.
Well, you can't let that happen off of the jump ball. Jermaine Harris, explosive on the tap for a nice run out and easy layup.
Backdoor cut. Reeves with a great catch and two.
And that's the specialty that Diallo possesses, the ability to see the court, good vision, precise passing for the backdoor layup.
Rams so far have been a very cold shooting team. They only hit 40%, just 22% beyond the three-point line, so they're going inside. Langevine striking, the 6'8 junior, who's pulling down 11 rebounds a game along with 15 points.
A double-double machine, playing very physical in the paint, offensive presence.
Duke with a great give and a slam by Young.
Well, you already see, Dave, the first 5 minutes, the energy, the excitement is spectacular, and then you'll see the guys kind of calm down a little bit after that first 5 minutes.
It's a tough ticket. The place is jammed tight here for this 5 p.m. East Coast tip. Harris with the handoff. Fats Russell, and over the top it goes, and back over to the Friars. Well, there's Ed Cooley in his 8th year at the helm of the Friars, just moved into 4th place on the all-time wins list.
He's done an excellent job here at Providence, getting these the Friar Town at a winning level, bringing in very good recruits.
As you said, 5 consecutive trips to the NCAA tournament. Not many schools can say that. Duke, hard inside, gives it off, but that's going to be an offensive foul.
Excellent job by the Rams coming over, making the commitment to give up the body for the team to take the charge. Outside of the restricted area, Jermaine Harris doing his job, giving his body up, and that's where David Duke will continue to progress. He's just a freshman.
Duke with a foul. David Cox, first year as a head coach. He was the associate coach when Danny Hurley was the head coach, has since, of course, moved to UConn. But Cox has been right in the middle of the success story there for Rhode Island. Going to the NCAA tournament last year, 26 wins.
Well, he already knows how the culture is here for the Rhode Island Rams, and he's done an excellent job so far. He said this game is a big game, but he said every game is a big game so far in his first coaching year.
Here's Nichols, one of the 3 starting freshmen for Ed Cooley. Diallo, the unquestioned star. I was talking to David Cox earlier today. He said Diallo is playing like a pro. The catch and the shot off target. Reeves couldn't get it to go. He took a shot to the face in their last game on Tuesday night against Fairleigh Dickinson, but he recovered from that, although he spent a lot of time on the bench. Langevine in close, may have forced that. A lot of contact, trying to save it, but he can't. And it goes back over to Providence.
Well, that's where the Rams are having difficulty, Dave. They're shooting a very low percentage as a team. A lot of it, wild shots going up to the basket where they have to calm down, get quality looks, be patient.
And try and hit some of those shots. You're absolutely right. It's a big point of concern so far for them as Nichols Goes under the legs, flips it up with the left hand. It won't fall, and Young went inside hard looking for the rebound. And a foul on the play with 17:16 to go in the first half.
Well, I definitely have to give you the understanding of the keys to this game for Providence. They're going to have to be poised under pressure. The Rams provide full court pressure, and they have to utilize their positional size, the big guards they have. And Rhode Island transition D and win the board war.
The feed here for Young, backing down, trying to use his strength and size. It pops free and taken back in by Diallo. So second effort here for the Friars. Here's Reeves. And that one's going to drop in with that very nice touch of his.
A.J. Reeves possesses an unbelievable touch. He's a natural scorer. You saw how he hit the back rim. And when you're a scorer, you just have that touch, that feel, and I guess a little bit of luck.
Yeah, friendly home rim. I think you're right. Got it to go, and the Friars up by 3. Doughton to the lane, scoops it up. Plays the point. More of a combo guard, actually, because he can shoot from outside as well. Reeves trying to feel it early and knocks in the 3. Absolutely buried that one off the wing.
A.J. Reeves can put points on the board very quickly. You have to locate him in the offense in transition, but his teammates finding him. He's revved up for this game.
Langevin powering his way inside for 2.
Langevin showing that muscle, that strength to get through the defense, carve his way to the basket, and finish through contact.
Already has 4 double-doubles. Duke trying to get in close, but he's held and fouled. David Duke, the freshman point guard, Providence kid. That's Russell with the personal foul number 1.
Getting out in transition. You see the young fella, A.J. Reeves, with the nice touch, and then corner ball, 3-6
lead over the Rhode Island Rams in front of a packed house here at the Dunk. Great to have you along with us here this afternoon. An outstanding officiating crew as well assigned for this game. Pat Driscoll, Jeff Clark, and Clarence Armstrong. It could be tough for some people to find a seat real close in this atmosphere.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you're officiating a game like this, a rivalry game, you definitely have to know the intel of the game, know the intensity, how tough this game will be. I don't know if that adjusts your thought process coming in officiating.
One-hander by Diallo, but not there. Averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds, and also 4 assists per game. An outstanding passer as well as scorer and rebounder, and certainly one of the candidates for Big East Player of the Year in the early going. Harris up top now for the Rams. They have met every year since 1943. Harris underneath for 2.
And I know Coach Cox is pleased to see Jermaine Harris, the talented freshman, make that basket. Skilled, jump hook in the paint, establishing position.
Now coming off a very good effort against Brown in a victory for the Rams. He had 15 in that game. He made all 6 shots. Young, great look underneath, an easy 2 for David Duke.
And that's what I was talking about as one of the keys for the game, Dave. The Friars taking advantage of their positional size. David Duke, taller than Fats Russell, have to post him up and take advantage of it.
No problem is passing it very well. 5 assists, 5 field goals. Flip back for Harris off the fake. He's pushed out away from the rim and too far. The big rebound by guess who? And the whistle and the foul. And Javine comes in, averaging 11 rebounds a game. And that's number 11 in the country. And he leads the USA with 6 offensive rebounds a game.
Well, look at the passing right here. Khalif Young recognizing the mismatch with Duke being guarded by Fats Russell. They take advantage of it. You have to be pleased with what Coach Cooley is doing. He's utilizing his big guards. Let's be effective posting them up.
Diallo with the foul, his first. Langevin hits 60% of his foul shots. 6'8" junior out of East Orange, New Jersey. Drops in the first one. And now Ed Cooley going to the bench. He's going to bring on Nate Watson along with Isaiah Jackson.
When you look at the Rams so far this season, only shooting 40% as a team, they have to take advantage of Langevin in the paint. He's shooting 53%, like you said, averaging a double-double. You need to establish him in this early part of this game.
Well, he is doing that, at least at the outset, a 2-point game. Trying to spin down low for Diallo. No basket. The foul came before that. But again, getting those good looks so far.
And they're sticking to the game plan. First you saw David Duke. Now you saw Diallo posting up Christian Thompson.
And Thompson will pick up his first. So the Friars to check it in. Catch by Reeves again. He gets it off very, very quickly. That won't drop. Watson battling for the rebound, goes right back up, and that's going to be a tremendous block on the play. No goaltending.
Hashtag security.
The crowd howling here inside. The Duke thought, the Dunk thought that should have been a foul. And here, it's a traveling violation.
Obviously, this arena is real loud. A lot of intensity. He does get his position. Couldn't really see if he was out of the restricted area. And that was a close goaltend right there. It was real close. I think that might have been the way to go. Let that go.
Langevin and a hard drive and a foul as Diallo goes in with authority and draws the whistle with 14:01 to go in the half.
That's 2-0.
And that'll go against Harris, number 2 on Jermaine Harris of the Rams. To put Alpha Diallo at the line, 67% there. And has really become a star. The numbers are one thing. You talked about the leadership as well that he has shown with a young Friar team, which they desperately need.
And Diallo has become an improved shooter, shooting 41% from 3. Last season, I don't think he had his confidence from the perimeter, but went in the lab, worked on his game. He's already a Swiss Army knife with all different kinds of skill sets, but to add the shooting is a plus for this Friars team.
Leading them in scoring, rebounding, and assists. And we'll drop that in. So a 14-10 lead for the Friars. Thompson. And back off to Dalton, who comes in averaging 17. Langevin and some nice touch there. He's really fired up. You know, pointing at the crowd. Rhode Island fans that he has found in the crowd here. After he knocks that one down, he's got 8 to start.
Well, both coaches are sticking to the game plan. Coach Cox getting the ball to Langevin. They're taking their time. He's the most high percentage scorer for this team.
Jackson gave up the dribble. Passing Langford in, but short with that one. He had some nice minutes earlier this week against Fairleigh Dickinson. Actually played 21 minutes.
And it was very productive. He hadn't been playing too much, but got that opportunity, was productive.
Also with a turnaround, but misfired on the jumper. Jackson feeding down low. Watson. When he gets his feet set, good luck moving him.
A strong sophomore, physical presence inside, high percentage score around the basket, but the biggest thing, this Friars team shares the ball very well.
Here's Preston into the game, the 6'7" senior. And he is their lone returning senior. Thompson took the bump, no foul, and off the side of the backboard.
Good defense by Jackson, using his body, moving his feet.
So Diallo will set it up now for Providence College, trying to win their 6th game of the young season. Watson again, powering inside, just too strong.
Well, I think Watson at first, he wanted the ball immediately, but Diallo wanted to take some time, shift the defense, which they did. Then he repost, they got it to the wing, dropped it down, and the big fella delivered.
Down looking to use that screen. Watson came out to guard him. He'll swing with a shot clock down to 3 and a tough drive and a foul as Fats Russell gets hit. So we will take the timeout as well here inside the Dunk. And it's BC up 18-12 on Rhode Island. Well, PC up by 6 here at the Dunkin Donuts Center and sharing the ball very, very well early on here.
Well, one of the things you want to see in this type of game, because it's so intense, is your young guards, your young team playing with poise and patience. Even though it's a lot of hype with the game, the Friars are real patient, precise with the passing, and you see it's led to field goal opportunities. Sharing is caring, Dave.
A.J. Reeves benefiting from that. The 6'6 freshman out of Roxbury, Massachusetts, has 8 points for Ed Cooley. Russell at the line. Fats Russell. His mom gave him the nickname because he was a chubby baby. But weren't we all?
Yeah.
This one stuck, though. Fats 5'10". By the way, about 165 pounds. In great shape.
His real name is Deron. And right here, you want to see Fats Russell knock down a free throw. He's been struggling shooting. It's carrying over to his free throw shooting. He's only shooting 25% from the field and 15% from the three. Needs to see a basket go in, I must say, Dave.
And their coaching staff is hoping that would kick in with this game because he had a big one last season against Providence in the Rhode Island win. He had 20 points. He was coming off the bench. Shot clock down to 7. Diallo off to Jackson. He'll launch a long one. Got it! That was way downtown.
Jackson has stretch 4 abilities to shoot the 3. He bailed out his Friar team right there. Diallo held the ball too long, mishandled it, but Jackson bailed him out with a big 3.
To make it 21-12, so a little breathing room. Trying to answer on this, but shy by Martin. And that's been a huge problem in the early going of the season for Rhode Island. Just 22% beyond the three-point line. Duke. Freshman point guard off to Diallo. Ashton Langford, the sophomore. Jackson. Baseline this time. Strong inside. Draws the contact. They get tangled up as he got hit. That was with just 6 on the shot clock.
Well, when you have the ability to shoot from the perimeter like Jackson and you just knock down a 3, you give a shot fake, you lift the defense, and now you can attack the basket very strong and draw the foul.
Number 1 on Ryan Preston. So Isaiah Jackson to the stripe. He's 73% there. A strong guard. He can rebound and he can score.
And he's a hybrid forward. He has the ability to put the ball on the floor. He helps stretch the defense because he can play on the perimeter.
Providence does present several matchup difficulties for any opponent, don't they?
Yes, they do, because of their versatility, because of their athleticism, and because of their size, Dave, at the guard position with Diallo, David Duke, A.J. Reeves. All 3 of those guys are big guards.
Nichols back on. The freshman at 6'8". This is a 9-0 run now for the Friars.
Friars showing a little full court, 1-2-2 press to kind of slow the Rams down. The Rams need to figure out how do they get Jeff Doughton involved offensively. He has taken on a more responsibility scoring, and they need him to get buckets.
Martin, tremendous defense there by Watson to stop him. Ashton Langford able to save that. Duke will bring it across now. And all the momentum belongs to Providence College at the moment. And that's going to go the other way. A foul. As we will take a look at the block.
Nate Watson being aggressive, playing high, walling up. Security, protect my house. Being aggressive defensively, doing his job, his responsibility to help on drives as a big.
On the other end, though, he committed a foul. Under 10 minutes to go, first half. Silverio will swing it. And tipped out of play by the Friars. Khalif Young coming back on now for Providence College. Ed Cooley had tightened up his rotation a little bit in previous games. Do you think that continues today, or is he going to go all out?
I think he's gradually trying to figure out how to expand his lineup. Again, you mentioned Ashton Langford getting minutes last game. I think it's baby steps, though. It's baby steps because he's still trying to accelerate the development of his young freshman.
Doughton forced to give it up. He's only 5 out of 21 from the three. He'll launch this one and knock it in. A two-pointer.
And now the Rams putting the ball in Dalton's hand. He has the ability to score. Like you said, he's a combo. And he found an isolation opportunity to pull up mid-range jump shot.
They need him. He's the Rams' lone returning starter from an NCAA tournament team last year. Duke looking to operate. And he threw it away. Good launch, a fast break opportunity. Martin down the lane. He'll bank it in. Very sweet by Therese Martin, the freshman.
And because the Rams are not shooting well as a team, this is where they're at their strength. Causing turnovers and taking defense to create offense. In that transition, they finished with a layup.
Duke deep in the corner. Ashton Langford driving that lane with a pull-up and a wild-looking shot. So not there, and now Rhode Island stealing some momentum. Langford on the baseline, and a foul, 8.5 minutes to go. As he went strong. And Duke will pick up his second.
Langevin right there in the drop-off spot. You call that spot the drop-off because you get the drop pass. You want to take one strong explosion to the basket, and you see the defense creating a steal. Martin showing athleticism with the acrobat finish around the defender.
Langevin at the line. It's been a scuffle there, just 60%. Shooting two. Had a 17-rebound game against Brown on Wednesday. And Coach Cox says, I don't expect him to do that every game, and certainly not in a game necessarily like Providence with all their size and length, but really figures he'll be one of, if not the best rebounder in the A-10.
Oh, absolutely. He has a knack for rebounding. He knows how to use his size. He creates space, and then he has the energy and the quick explosion reaction jumps to go get rebounds out of his area.
1 of 2, and Young down to rebound. And here come the Friars. Well, they've had Boston College coming up in Boston on Tuesday. It's a BC team to beat Minnesota. Pretty good Minnesota team. Diallo with a pull-up pop.
Tough shot by Diallo right there. Contested J in the mid-range.
They give off in the lane. Heavy traffic on an offensive foul. Langevin will pick up a personal.
Good job by Diallo. Walling up. He was outside of the restricted area. Easy call for the officials.
One on Langevin.
You see Diallo stepping in on his help defense responsibilities. He walled up, hands straight up. And one of the things Coach Cox talked about at shoot-around is how to keep Langevin out of foul trouble. They need him on the court as much as possible.
He's been doing a much better job of staying on the court this season, averaging around 30 minutes a game. They need all of those from him on a day like today. On the drive, pretty sweet there by Malik White. Haven't called his name much the last few games, but that's a terrific move.
Well, I was here in the Iona game, and Malik White came off of the bench and gave this Friar team a spark.
Russell, that spins off the rim, and Diallo has the rebound.
Russell is just having such a difficult time of putting the ball in the basket.
Jackson in a hurry, one and done there for the Friars. Russell gave it up. Diallo's got it. And from behind, kicked out of play by Thompson, so the Friars will have it. 7:14 to go here in the first half, and PC up on you. Dickie Simpkins, a legend here at Providence. First-round draft pick for his NBA career, along with Dave O'Brien, once visited the Hall of Fame. And is about as close as I'll get to guys with tremendous talent like yourself, but we're enjoying today so far in a top-notch New England rivalry, no question.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm sitting next to a legend in Dave O'Brien, cherishing the moment here to be with a broadcasting legend.
Well, you know how to sell it, that's for sure. I appreciate it, Dickie. Great to be with you today. You and I for the first time, and enjoying your company. And you played in this game. You know what it's like. And, you know, everybody, you know, the fans and certainly the players and the coaches, everything's heightened on a day like today. And every turnover makes a difference.
Well, this is one of the big rivalries in college basketball. I know they talk about Duke and North Carolina, but this is a rivalry that happens early in the season for the battle to say you're the king and bragging rights of Rhode Island.
Over the top and a collision on the catch with 6:49 to go in the half.
Dave, back in the day, this game was so intense. It was the old Big East style that we used to play. It would get physical. I remember my freshman year, the game broke out into a fight in the first 10 minutes of the game.
That didn't take long.
No, not at all.
Getting right after it.
I mean, it went all the way to the stands.
Wow.
The coaches kind of got some hits.
Everybody got hit. Jackson with a foul moments ago. White trying to corral that and could not lay it in. He got too close. He got underneath.
Well, he needed to kind of get the handle of the ball and see if he could kick it up to Reeves.
Russell not there. A little bit cold at the outset. Although he can be an explosive scorer, long distance shooting has been such an issue for the Rams. And PC up 25-17.
Well, if you're Coach Cox, you're hoping that it doesn't just become mental for Russell as you see the steal.
Thompson with the pick and lays it in.
And when you're a team that's struggling to make shots, you have to count on your defensive energy, your pressure, your anticipation in the passing lane, like Thompson just did, in attacking offensive rebounds for second chances.
Long distance Reeves that barely got a piece of the iron. He had been hot with a couple of long ones early. And so now the Rams trying to cut in to a 6-point advantage and have quieted the arena quite a bit, which was really a frenzy early. Doughton, off balance shot not there. So both sides cooling off here with 5:27 to go before halftime. White, no-look pass, and the slam by Young.
The court vision, the left hand one pass. Khalif Young making himself available, catching and exploding and dunking on that pick and roll.
And would you agree, so far, still 5 minutes to go in the half, but the big story has been the assist-making of Providence College as Tate is off the mark. Knocked out a play back over the Friars. I mean, some tremendous passing.
And that's what you want to see from a young team, sharing the ball. Malik White not taking his eyes off of Khalif Young. Khalif Young coming back with a refined body to help himself explode up at the rim. Came in a little overweight as a freshman and has worked to define his body better.
And he comes up with some sensational dunks as well with that new physique. Providence with 8 assists, 10 field goals. Diallo tried to crossover, but he gave it away.
Well, that's where Diallo dribbling the ball too long.
Russell, that's a difficult shot. He almost made it as he drew the foul. He'll be at the line.
Russell can't win for losing. He had a layup opportunity right there. I feel you, young fella. I understand your frustration right now. You're right there at the basket. This was a perfect opportunity to finally see it go through the rim. He's keeping his eyes on it. At least he got fouled. He see the frustration in him. Hopefully, he does not let that continue to block him from the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 already.
Second foul on Diallo to put Fats at the line. And his difficulties continue. But here's a look at what Mom fell in love with when he was born, but named him the chubby side.
I can see the chubby cheeks. I can see the chubby cheeks. I mean,
he's adorable.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And Mom meant it, you know, with all love, but it stuck.
The only other Fats I know is Fats Lever that played in the NBA, the talented guard.
It's not a bad name coming out of Philadelphia. So a 7-point game here with 4.5 to go in the first half. Edwards in and a traveling violation. So some of the turnovers starting to pile up now. And it's 7 for Ed Cooley's team.
Well, this is where the Rams turn up their pressure in the half-court defense. They force teams into 16 turnovers a game. That's a weapon for them, again, like I said earlier, to help with defense creating offense.
and they don't turn it over. Only 12 times a game. They're among the stingiest in the country. Russell fires up and hits the three.
Now, Dave, you look at this situation. Russell's struggling, but he made his last free throw. He finally saw the ball go through the basket. The thing I like about Fast Russell, he has confidence as a shooter. Even though he's missing shots, he still takes them with major confidence.
The shooters can't stop shooting, right?
Absolutely not.
And a shove in there with 3:46 to go. And the foul will go against the Rams. That'll be number 3 on Jermaine Harris, the freshman.
Fats Russell finally seeing the ball go through the basket. See the 3, be the 3. Big Saturday. You should be sitting home absorbing all these college basketball games. Fun to watch. It's that time of the year.
You were playing in a lot of them that I was watching, but I used to do that. I used to watch 4 consecutive games, sit in front of that television. My dad would be, are you going to go out and rake the leaves? Are you going to do anything? No, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to watch college basketball all day. Nothing better than that. Last 8 possessions now for Providence. It's been sloppy.
Well, part of it is coming from guys keeping the ball in their hand too long, being ball stoppers. Need to get back to just moving the ball, fluent offense.
Watson shooting a 1-and-1, drops in the first. Ed Cooley has been so successful here at Providence College, and they have just built a brand new basketball facility, which I know you visited and I visited this week. It is out of this world.
Unbelievable. I was fortunate enough to get the VIP tour from Ed
Yes.
Cooley. And when I saw it yesterday, unbelievable facility. NBA-level facility.
Yep, really is. That is no overstatement. Absolutely spectacular. Everything a college basketball player could ask for, and then some. Thompson looking to get in tight. Tough pass, and that's a shot clock violation as they give it away. On the defensive side, the Friars tighten up.
Friars went into a zone defense, which they have utilized in the last couple of games. And it's been effective with this lineup right here because this lineup has length and versatility to switch on defense, cover ground in the zone defense.
Jackson, he's giving him a nice lift. So has Watson. They catch a pass and laid it off beautifully for 2. And a quick strike. It really began with that good vision again by Watson.
I think one of the things that goes unnoticed about this Friars team is they have bigs who can pass the ball, who have vision, can read and react, and deliver good passes.
7-point lead. Little follow-away will rattle in by Doughton. That's the guys you said many minutes ago they need to look to.
They have to continue to find Doughton so he can get scoring opportunities.
Watson rolling in for the hook and 2.
Big fella. I saw big fella at the facility. You were talking about the facility. He was getting an individual workout in with Coach Ivan Thomas, and it's carrying over to the game. The run and hook in the paint.
Thompson in and out. Crashing in for the rebound, and I'll tell you who took a big hit. Langevin got hit on the hip, but also a foul on the play. And that'll be his second.
You have to box out. Langevin. Those 2 guys, that was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one right there. That was a 50-50. Both players' momentum going towards the ball evenly.
Well, PC gets the call to put Jackson at the line, 73% there. 32-25. And a rivalry game here in the state of Rhode Island.
And again, if you're the Rams, you're playing against this zone. You're trying to figure out how to penetrate the zone with the pass or off the dribble. Get Doughton back in the free throw line area like he did last possession.
Tate, before the shot, no basket there, draws the foul. Dana Tate fouled by Reeves. It'll be number 2. Both freshmen going toe-to-toe. You know, if this game gets really close, we'll talk about this again, but Ed Cooley has had tremendous success in close games. as the head coach at Providence. 47-20 in games decided by 6 points or less. When you're talking about statistics for a head coach, that's money in the bank.
That is definitely money in the bank. That shows the ability to coach a team into being a closing team, closing in the critical of the game.
And teams that don't panic as well.
Exactly. The mental toughness and poise to execute.
Staying with it. Watson got the tip right up on top of the iron. He has 9 in the first half. He came in averaging 9 points a game.
Well, between Malik White, Isaiah Jackson, and Nate Watson, Ed Cooley has the luxury, as you see Russell. That's Russell is seeing the ball go through the basket now. You see his bounce. You see his set.
Well, you made the great point that he made a foul shot. Since then, he's been off to the races. I think you got the personal tour from Ed Cooley in the new basketball facility here.
Yeah, I was in Ed Cooley's luxurious office. He had a bunch of Jordan shoes, which indicate where he was in each year of his life. Unbelievable facility, the offices, the film room, the artwork, nice and classy, the natural light, and showing the history of Providence, the history of talent that has come through this program and gone on to the NBA.
And it's cutting-edge stuff. They have sleep pods there for players to get a good rest. This massage chair you want to die in. It's so nice.
Dave, listen to me. I saw the sleep pods.
Yes.
I saw the elevating bed that will raise your body. I saw all these different things, and I asked the trainer, I need to do these things right now. Will it give me back 10 years of my basketball life? Yeah. Can I rejuvenate?
Your eligibility back.
Yes, right? Yes. It's like the fountain of youth in that facility.
White, Jackson open from the wing. He sticks it from three-point land.
Good job by Malik White advancing the ball, taking one dribble with a quick advance to an open shooter, Isaiah Jackson, to knock down that shot.
Providence has hit 4 out of their 6 triples. In the first half, they open up a 10-point lead on Rhode Island. And a deep one from the corner with the shot clock winding down and a whistle on the baseline. That'll go the other way. That'll be against the Rams. 4.7 seconds before the break.
Dave, Coach Cooley has this 2-3 zone in his arsenal for his team, and they execute it at a top-notch level using their length, and they're recognizing their court awareness defensively is on point.
Tate with a foul. Nichols Jr. will be at the line. It's been a terrific crowd here at the dunk. And it makes a huge difference. You know it does. You played in front of crowds like this throughout your career. It makes a big difference.
It makes an unbelievable difference when you have your fans in a packed house like this. Now, obviously, when I played here, we didn't have the luxury box suites like you see up there right now. But in this fabulous court, and this jumbotron up here.
Yes, it's been a lot of improvements.
But I remember these days when we would play the Georgetowns, the Syracuse, the Rhode Island games, and this arena would be packed. Such loyal fans here.
Yep, you guys went on to win the Big East Championship.
Brought the first Big East Championship here to Providence in 1994.
Not too shabby, 4.7 seconds to play here in the first half, and Providence with their biggest lead of the afternoon, 39-27.
And it all changed. The momentum changed because of the 2-3 defense, and then they got back to sharing the ball. The guys coming off the bench always add a spark, and that's, again, unbelievable to have for your team.
We're talking about the Big East, and let's get a look at, Diggy, what you feel is the top team, the team to beat in the conference.
Well, I'm not being a homer here, but I think this Providence team is very talented. They have inside presence offensively, outside presence. Marquette has shooting, and I think Shamari Pons is going to put that St. John's team in the top 3 of the Big East. Chris Mullen has done an excellent job acquiring talent for those guys to be playing at a high level.
And as you know, never sleep on Villanova. They're back in the top 25 again.
You're right about that. Can't sleep on Jay Wright.
Russell with a runner off the window. That won't fall. That's how the first half comes to an end. Providence had the momentum. Their biggest lead, a 12-4 run to end the first half. 39-27 at halftime. The Friars had the lead in this big rivalry game over the Rams here in the state of Rhode Island. We'll have a lot more coming up on the other side at halftime here at Providence. In front of a big crowd here at the Dunk. We're getting ready for the second half. Providence on top 39-27 on Rhode Island. Dave O'Brien alongside Dickie Simpkins. And look at those bench points, Dickie.
That is a big number that stands out of all these stats. To be able to have a bench that can come in and do most of the load of your scoring in the first half. Winning teams have strong bench play.
Nate Watson right in the middle of that. He's been a star today with 9 points. Isaiah Jackson has chipped in with 8 off the bench.
I mean, when you see some of the NBA teams play, Toronto Raptors in the last couple of years, their bench mob come in the game and keep the game flowing and add points. And then when your starters are struggling, you can count on the bench to be productive like the Friars are doing today.
And on the other side, Cyril Angemai, one of the stars for the Rams, averaging 15 and 11. His last field goal attempt came with 13 minutes to go, almost 14 minutes to go in the first half. They need to see more out of him.
Absolutely. You have to get him going again, establish him in the start of the second half like they did in the first half. An interesting thing, Dave, the Rams have a season of 16 offensive rebounds a game, which translated into 15 points. They only have 1 offensive rebound in the first half.
Huge. It's been a big part when they've been successful of that success. Reeves catches, fires, and buries the three. Right out of the gate to start the second half of the Friars.
A.J. Reeves reminds me a little bit of a young Ray Allen when he first came in as a freshman at UConn. Just unbelievable knack for catch and shoot, knockdown shots.
He's got 11, 3 out of 5 off that three-point line. You start throwing around Ray Allen, that's a shooter.
He has that potential and that ability.
Block underneath, but also a foul on the baseline with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Nichols will pick up the personal. A terrific crowd here inside the Dunk as we look at the ball movement, too.
So you see the baseline drive, baseline drift, and then Khalif Young making the one more pass. We like to call the extra pass the one more for open A.J. Reeves, who is coming off of a Big East Rookie of the Week, establishing himself as one of the top rookies in the Big East.
And to no one's surprise, he's won that award twice, by the way. Langemine at the line. Again, leading the country with 6 offensive rebounds per game, but tougher sledding today against Providence College.
He's just a workhorse. Langevine just a workhorse in that paint.
Give him 11 points, 42 to 29.
And now you see the Rams with the three-quarter 1-2-2. Trying to get the Friars to run some time off the clock.
Russell on Duke. That's a pretty good matchup. Nichols looking underneath. Lobs it for Duke. And a foul with 18:48 left.
And right there you saw that was just a bait move right there. David Duke on the perimeter holding the ball, but it was all to work him into the post versus Fats Russell. You're talking about David Duke at 6'5", Fats Russell at 5'10" on a good day.
So Russell pick up his second, foul out high. With 18:45 left. That's going to be number 4 on Jermaine Harris, freshman from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Been a big part of what's been dubbed the A-10's best recruiting class, but in serious trouble. He's going to have to come out.
Yeah, that's a big hit right there. A little exit. I know he was trying to get out and do his job and show big, but he kind of extended his hip.
Duke penetrating contact there. They can call that an offensive foul. That'll go against Duke on a charge. His third.
Well, Fats Russell paying attention to the scouting report, knowing David Duke a drive. Definitely put a little acting into it. Tough call to make for the officials because Russell was moving along the side. I'd probably make it a no call, but I know I get to look at it for a second time. They have to make it right in the moment.
Well, Ed Cooley has no second thoughts, but Russell leads this team now with 10 charges taken, so he's really good at this. He has the basketball, driving to the baseline, teardrop, blocked out of the sky by Nichols. Boy, he closed a lot of ground in a hurry.
Security. Nichols with the limp. You can't teach limp. Anticipation, coming over to help. Quick. Russell thought that floater was going to, the teardrop was going to get over the long arms of Nichols.
Doughton, top scorer for the Rams, trying to get heated up. At that time, rebounded in the corner to Tate. And tipped out a play by Diallo, so the Rams will keep it here with 18:10 left.
If there's a way that the Rams can find easier opportunities for Doughton so he doesn't have to manufacture a shot, a difficult shot in the half-court offense. Try to get him easier looks at the basket.
Thompson's got it now. Here's Doughton on the drive. Gives it off. Langevin blocked by Diallo. He was waiting for him. I see him shaking that finger. No, 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 not in here.
Dave, you didn't get the Evite. I got it. Block party is going on. First it was Nichols, now Diallo. And look at him. He just looked at him.
Little stare down. Alpha. Russell fires. And that was an ugly-looking jump shot. Much too strong. Got a reach-in foul by Doughton and a little separation. On a big rivalry day as he commits the personal, maybe a little frustration seeping in now for the Rams.
The Friars are doing an excellent job making the Rams have difficult shot looks. That is a little bit of frustration.
Doughton number 1 on him. And the Friars have it back. Young ahead for Diallo. Tough pass. It rolls free in the lane. Big scrum for that. Possession arrow will take it to the other end here. 17:32 to go.
A.J. Reeves was looking for the lob pass on that one. So his footwork and timing on the baseline was to explode for the lob pass. Diallo threw a tough bounce pass, made it difficult. And that's just recognizing your personnel, who you're throwing the ball. You know A.J. Reeves is very athletic.
So on the possession, the Rams have it, trying to cut into this lead.
The Rams have to make a push right here to try to change the momentum.
Russell thought about the long jump shot, gives it off instead, and that's a foul on that occasion. Pat Driscoll with a whistle. Nichols thought it was a tie-up and another block. And the foul will go against Nichols, his first.
Well, officials are saying that he brought his hands down. If you bring your hands down, and he hit him in the head. I think one of the things, if you're an official, to not anticipate when a player brings his hands down that he's automatically going to foul. The players that bring their hands down and are still able to get their hands on the ball and block it.
Langevin, 11 points, 3 rebounds. He came in averaging 11 rebounds a game. 5 for 7 at the line, and add another. So it's 42-30.
The Rams need to continue to apply some pressure, make it difficult for the Friars offensively, put them under duress to try to create turnovers.
Rams had 5 seniors graduate from a 26-8 team last year that went to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Thompson bodying up there on Duke, trying to stop him, but commits the foul. And that's Thompson's second. And Duke will be shooting too, 70% there. Duke, the freshman who has started every game, plays about 27 minutes. Had a really fine game in a victory over South Carolina. Friars were down 8 at half, but he would wind up with 20 points on 8 of 15 shooting.
It gives you a little Chris Dunn feel. He has the physical size. He has the athleticism. He's going to continue to grow as a point guard, and he's going to continue to improve his jump shot to gain confidence.
Averaging about 8 points a game coming in. Now it's up to 14. Quickly they move it. Down off target. Duke with a rebound. And it's Diallo with a travel. So turnover here for the Friars. Ed Cooley has given up on the jacket. So it's all business here in a big rivalry game between Providence and the Rhode Island Rams at the Dunk.
Man, Coach Cooley throwing that jacket around. That's a nice suit over there. I have to go find that jacket real quick.
It's a sharp-looking tie. My money says Ed did not pick it out.
I joke with Coach Cooley about how when we first met in 1990 when I came to Providence to play at PC, he would come up and play with us. He had the good footwork, skill game. Wasn't that athletic, but crafty. Became good friends with Coach Cooley. Been friends since then.
And of course, a Providence guy himself, so he's very much at home. Just loves it here. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tyrese Martin, 6'6" freshman, now on for the Rams. And off of Reeves, who thought he should have made the play. So Martin to put it in. Rams need something good to happen, and it doesn't happen on that play. Down inside, but can't connect. So Providence with an opportunity with a long three here to really put a hurt on the Rams. Hauled in by Martin on a big rebound. Russell lost the basketball, a little too fancy, and he reaches and commits the foul. So we have a timeout.
The Friars are an improved team defensively. Walling up, blocking shots, security. Diallo getting some action. Waving the finger. OMG.
Really well to every play. They earned it. It's on time. It's on time. It all comes down to this. Everything that you got for 60 minutes. Northwestern, Ohio State, the Big Ten Championship presented by Discover. Tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Hey, quick question. Do you like paying for things that you don't need?
No.
And do you want to get things you love for free?
Who wouldn't?
Exactly.
Right.
Dad, Apple Music.
He gets it. This guy gets it.
Get 6 months free Apple Music on the network you deserve.
Whatever you need for your wardrobe, our trained stylists are here to help you find the perfect fit. At Men's Warehouse, we're extending the Black Friday sale with 60% off all sweaters and outerwear, all dress shirts are $3 for $99, plus select suits $2 for $49. It's time to like the way you look.
We saved hundreds on our car insurance when we switched to Geico. This is how it made me feel. It was like that feeling when you're mowing the lawn on a sunny day, and without even trying, you end up with one last strip that's exactly the width of your mower. When you're done, it looks so good you post a picture on social media. And it gets 127 likes.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Definition of a champion. Definition of a champion. It feels good to be home. Back like we never went. And it's evident greatness starts at home. And energy is the residence established through time. Only complete defined in the Big East, the place where the champions reside. I'm always a winner. Even if I fall, I can still get bigger. The definition of a champion. Definition of a champion. The Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden. Get tickets now.
Big game Saturday on Fox. 10th ranked Kentucky and Keldon Johnson in a showcase shootout against Seton Hall. The City Hoops Classic next Saturday on Fox.
If this one College Hoops, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. So nice of you to join us here this afternoon for Providence College against Rhode Island. Dickie Simpkins, Dave O'Brien with you. And the Friars have opened up a 14-point lead.
All because of their defense. The energy, the awareness, everybody on the string moving together, using their athletic ability, challenging shots, and that's what's created a 14-point lead.
And a couple of huge blocks, one by Alpha Diallo for Ed Cooley's team, and that has gotten the big crowd fired up on more than one occasion.
Well, the good thing, again, to see from a young team, normally from a young team, Dave, you don't see good defense, consistent defense, and the energy that the Friars are doing, and you definitely don't see guys making extra passes, finding their teammates, sharing the ball.
Well, Friars trying to add to it. They had 44-30. Diallo feeding Nichols on the spin and can't get the roll. Now Rhode Island has not beaten Providence at the Dunk since 2002. That one came right down to the wire. 73-71 was the final. Martin. Doughton in the lane, shoved it up there and draws the foul. A lot of whistles, more than here in the second half than the first half.
The officiating is definitely tightening it up with the physicality.
Young with his second. And Jeff Doughton to the line, the junior out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. He is the Rams' lone returning starter, Dickie. Done a very good job offensively and defensively. Love him on the defensive end, too.
Well, he's playing a different role this year. He's taking on more of a responsibility of a scorer. Last year, he was a distributor with those talented seniors that he played with. Now, Coach Cox is asking him to be aggressive offensively, make plays for himself, but still make plays for his teammates, so he has to find a good balance.
Well, he has 8 points, came in averaging 17. And cutting the lead back to 12. Now for Diallo with a handoff for Duke. Watson set the screen for him and a jumper. He can't cash in. Will Doughton really start to heat up? One dribble down, and that's going to be an offensive foul. And Javon picks up his third.
Easy call. Defense was already set. He didn't shift the defense enough. Everybody's in position. Jackson gives his body up for the team. The Rams coaching staff were expecting Langevin to take it and swing the ball, forcing the issue. He hasn't scored in a while, so he's forcing the issue.
Yeah, has not taken many shots for a large part of this game. Malik White, the junior out of Richmond, Virginia, bouncing for Diallo, who has not had a big scoring game, but to this point has not needed one.
Well, I think Diallo is making the game difficult right now as A.J. Reeves in a hurry, getting a travel call, but Diallo needs to make the game a little bit more easier as a scorer. You have Fats Russell defending you. Don't need to dribble the ball that much. Don't need to be a ball stopper. Work your way to the post.
Russell to pull up three. They're just not falling, but frankly, they haven't all season from three-point distance for the Rams, but another whistle. And a foul will go on Reeves, number 2, a talented freshman. And they'll put Martin at the line. Rookie has had a very difficult time shooting the ball. Came into today just 1 out of 11 from three-point land, so it really has been a true learning experience for him.
Well, both teams have young players. Coach Cox has inherited a young nucleus of guys here, so he has to have a balance in his coaching approach to give guys a little room for mistakes and shot selection.
Jackson feeding Watson. He's a lot to handle on the baseline and a hold there. Foul against the Rams with 13:44 to go. So Tate trying to slow him up. Picks up number 2.
Watson has developed a very good offensive presence on the block, footwork. Whenever he gets the ball, he knows that Coach Cooley has given him the green light to be aggressive in the post.
Needs 62% at the stripe. And missing the front end of the 1-and-1. So a spell where both teams are pretty cold. URI has opened up this half 0 for 7. You can sense there's a bit of a window for them, but they're not hitting shots.
There's still a lot of time. And you either have to make shots.
Tate off the fake, 3 to shoot, got it off, down the shot somehow went down. As he hit the floor, he also thought he was fouled, but no whistle on that play.
That must be the trick rim like you have at the carnival. That's 2 shots that hit the back of the rim and fell in.
Those are the rims you pray for. Yeah, 1 for each side. Reeves gets himself open. Not there. Diallo tips it out of play, back over to the Rams.
The Rams have done a good job of chipping away that lead. They have it under double figures now. It hasn't been pretty, Dave, but they've been able to find a way to chip it down to under double figures.
44-35 and the basketball. Martin will feed Russell. Russell very quick with the rock underneath and the slam. Langevin, a 7-0 run for the Rams.
And now the Rams have changed the momentum. Russell finding his teammates, electing not to force up a bad shot, but coming off the ball screen, finding an open Langevin.
And over 12 minutes to go, and the game is tightened up drastically. On a back down, Diallo. They look for him, but not this time.
Well, they got what they wanted. A post-up Diallo just has to bring it home.
Russell. And a foul underneath with 12:04 to go. That'll go against the Friars. Russell quickly getting to the other end of the floor. Malik White with his first.
Russell finding his teammate, making the game easy, creating a shot opportunity for Langevin. And then you see Rhode Island, Dave, getting out in transition after that stop, putting pressure on the Friars defense.
Well, the Friar faithful not happy with this turn of events, as Rhode Island has grabbed hold of the momentum and trying to get even closer now.
And Rhode Island is all about quality shots right now.
Martin with a long one, but he can't bury it. Diallo looking up, finds Reeves on the attack, and no, he left it short. He could not get the layup to go, and nothing falling right now for Providence College. Closer and closer it gets in Rhode Island, 44-30.
Center it and look up the sideline. Center it. We don't need 2 guys. Center it. It's wide open. And as they're coming, move up the floor.
Coach Cooley sitting his team down. He has the best disposition and temperament for these young guys in college basketball, and he's trying to get them to understand, get the ball to the center versus this 3/4 court pressure versus the half-court pressure. Get the ball to the center, and you can operate and pick the team apart.
And the last thing he told his troops was, let's win these next 4 minutes.
And that's what you want to do as a coach. You want to break the game down in either 4-minute or 5-minute increments and attack that as a team.
And Providence has gone cold, though. No points in the last 5 minutes, 18 seconds. And coming out of the timeout, it goes to Alpha Diallo. Underneath Reeves for 2, and when you know Diallo's the man to find him.
ATO after timeouts, Friars execution on point, running the offensive set, finding the open A.J. Reeves.
Well, the game had gotten its closest in a long while. Thompson catches, fires, and short. White with a rebound. to cut it down to 7. Watson. He gets in there. Forget about it. That's lights out.
Mouse in the house. Mouse in the house. Watson isolated one-on-one in the post. Like I said earlier, very skilled, taking advantage of the spacing and the opportunity.
Russell tried to get it up there high. Rebounded away by Thompson, and a strong move in for 2.
And that's what they need. Only one offensive rebound in the first half. Already have 5.
Timeout, 10:37 to go. 48-39, Providence. Great to see Mike Tranghese, the former Big East commissioner, on hand. He's here often, loves college basketball. On hand as we take a look at the Jeep Grand Cherokee stat comparison. And checking out the rebounding advantage so far for the Friars today.
The Rams getting more aggressive on the rebounds in the second half. They struggled in the first half. The Friars not being aggressive. And when we started the game, I talked about one of the keys was the Rams winning the battle on the boards. And they're making a strong case. I mean, that's a big part of their offense, as we talked about, Dave. When you're not shooting well, a big part of your offense becomes your offensive rebounding.
And you're by number 1 in the country, getting 6 or 7 offensive rebounds a game. That also means you're missing a lot of shots. Tough rebounder under there, but you're missing a lot of shots.
Yeah.
We're trying to make some here down the stretch here. Still 10.5 to go. And White will set it up now for Providence College.
And now the Rams showing a 2-3 zone, a matchup zone of their own. Giving a different look defensively.
Reeves from the corner. He's cooled off a little bit.
And the Rams got the shot that they wanted defensively. A contested 3 in the corner.
That's Russell. Gave it off, but gave it away as well. Boy, tipped 2 times. Reeves is fouled on that one. He went to make the pass. It was batted back at him by Doughton in transition. And then a foul.
A.J. Reeves had the right idea. He saw Malik White wanted to get it to him quick. Was able to make something out of a messed up play in transition and retrieve the ball back and momentum going to the basket.
Christian Thompson with his 3rd foul. Reeves with 13 points today, along with 3 rebounds.
An interesting stat by A.J. Reeves. I was joking with him at shoot-around today. Out of all the games, he has 2 assists. I said, your assistant to the rim, not to the basket. He said, shooters have to shoot.
Shooters have to shoot.
Shooters have to shoot. He said he let passes be passes. Shooters have to shoot.
Yeah, passes come to him. It's not the other way around. He can really shoot it.
Yes, he can.
He is some gifted shooter. Langevin with a handoff for a pass. Russell with a left hand and blocked by Watson. Well, they've had a bunch of those today. 5 of them.
Watson controlling the paint.
Ooh, they're going to call that an offensive foul, and Malik White can't believe it. It'll be his 2nd. Jeff Clark says number 2.
Well, I know the Friar fans don't like that call, but I wish they would make this call more. I watch NBA games, I watch college games, I watch high school games, and the guys get by the defender, and they make it a point to slow down and overexert, pushing the defender back when you don't even have to do that. Just keep advancing.
And the crowd was angry at it. Round the back. Doughton slamming on the brakes. Boy, the defense by Diallo shut him down there. Shot clock down to 9. Langevin, it pops up and a foul. That was with 6 to shoot. And the crowd howling again. inside the dunk, and that'll be Diallo's third. But back to that play you're talking about.
Well, I see this all the time. I get it. Once you advance past your defender, you slow up to try to get them on your back. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's when you're using your arm to push the defender off when you already have the advantage. That should be an offensive foul.
So Langevin to shoot and drops in number one. Ed Cooley had a slightly different opinion on that play, as you might guess.
Yeah, doesn't any coach have a different opinion?
No doubt.
That's not a foul, my guy. And again, I have to say Russell knows how to sell these fouls also. And I get the frustration by Coach Cooley and Malik White on that call, but don't put yourself in that position.
Well, it's cut back to 8. Reeves with a catch. Jackson will size it up, but he launched it too far. And now here comes Martin. Strong to the iron. Langevin right back up. No! He was harassed, and another whistle. And a foul with 8:35 to go, and 49-41 to score foul will be number 4 on Christian Thompson of the Rams.
Sorry about that, Dave, but Coach Cox wanted that foul. And when you're Langevin and you're a very good offensive rebounder, you don't want to give up these opportunities. You don't want to come up with an empty putback when you're right there at the basket and you're trying to chip into the Providence lead. You put so much work in, and to come up empty is tough, and to come up with a foul.
Thompson will have to step off the floor. And they'll bring the freshman from Boston, Dana Tate, back on for some big minutes. Once again, the gap has been closed, but Jackson's at the line and makes the first.
I think the Friars have to get back to, again, the positional size advantage they have. Identify who Fats Russell is guarding. Move the ball around and try to get that player in the post to take advantage of that. And if you're the Rams, knowing that you've struggled as a team shooting, you have to get good movement and try to get Doughton in the game.
The Rams doing a good job getting the line way downtown, but a ugly-looking shot by Doughton.
Shots like that are tough. Those are tough shots when you try to get back into a game.
Diallo stepped into that. Far too short. Here's White to follow. No. Misses are piling up on both sides.
Again, when you're Rhode Island, those type of shots like Doughton just took, that's a tough shot. Didn't get any movement. You're pulling up a deep three. That's what you call bad misses and a questionable shot selection.
Well, they're 1 for 13, Rhode Island, from the three-point line. That's worse than normal for them. They need to get inside. That time, no. In transition, here comes Duke. White. He was defended. Tipped up and in. That was Jackson, Isaiah Jackson.
Well, you can live with the shot that Doughton took just now. He attacked the basket. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And then it created an offensive transition basket for the Friars.
So the lead expands to 12 again. Every time the Rams look like they're going to make a run to really cut it down, there's another jumper that wasn't going to be anywhere near the rim. Jackson to the lane, drawing a foul with 7:09 to go.
Bad misses leave you for offensive transition. Friars being aggressive, and the bigs coming in and cleaning it up.
53-41, Providence leading the Rams of Rhode Island. Take a look around the league now in the Big East. Louisville knocking off Seton Hall 70-65. Gonzaga had their hands full with Creighton for a long stretch of that game. Look, they got 103 today. And Villanova now number 23, besting LaSalle 85-78.
Absolutely. That Gonzaga-Creighton game, they scored 100, but Creighton gave Gonzaga a run for their money in that game.
Yeah, Gonzaga was trailing for a pretty long stretch in that one. Jackson at the line with 7:09 remaining.
So, Dave, this is where we are right now. If you're the Rhode Island Rams, you have 7 minutes left in this game. You're down by 12. You're shooting 1 for 14 from the 3. And a lot of those misses have been bad misses. You have to figure out now, how do I move the ball from side to side? And how do I attack inside the Langevin and let him operate, then he kick out for more open looks, easier shots.
Easier shots would be a big help for the Rams because the three-point line has mesmerized them really all season long. They came in hitting only 22%. Actually lowered that percentage today.
And they haven't been able to get their defense rolling like they wanted to create some offensive opportunities.
Gotten pushed away. Langevin and a traveling violation. And certainly did not need that with 6:51 to go.
A point of emphasis by the officiating this year. Footwork on the perimeter, calling travels. I got a chance to go to the officiating clinic in Atlanta in October. Was really, really excited and understanding how much work the officials put in when they go to those clinics, and they're really locked in, and all the different things they have to focus on, and seeing the changes that need to be made.
Well, this is a great crew. We're watching work here today. Jackson can't hit. Pat Driscoll, 3 Final Fours. Jeff Clark, 2 Final Fours. In a big rivalry game, up and in for 2, and that's Martin striking in close.
And those are the type of baskets, if you're the Rams, you need more of. Defensive stop, get in transition, get to the basket.
Watson on the spin, denied. Now to play back to the Rams. They have time, just over 6 minutes.
They have plenty of time. Watson again isolated, but the help defense by Langevin did an excellent job walling up, coming over to help on the spin move by Watson.
Watson, a little talking to there from Ed Cooley, hitting the bench for the moment. He's had a really fine afternoon, now evening.
How can you not love to play for Coach Cooley?
Young came from behind to deny. He got the block.
Khalif Young, you see the bounce he has. His acceleration north and south in transition, all because he dedicated himself in the offseason, drops some weight, and moving fluently.
Jackson feeding Alpha Diallo, but the foul came before the shot. 5:34 left, back to the block.
The reaction, not giving up on the play, second effort by Khalif Young, coming up with the block, and then getting out in transition. The big fella trying to get easy buckets.
Get that payoff on the other end.
Feed the big fella. He's working hard.
Down with his 3rd foul, by the way, to put Diallo at the line. Alpha had 27 against Wichita State, 23 against Iona, only 2 in this one.
Well, he's going to be a marked man going through the season. Everybody knows that he's averaging close to almost 20 points a game. They know his versatility of scoring inside, scoring outside, mid-range, and they know he's a primary go-to guy. So he's going to be a marked man.
And number 2 on the way. Those are his first 2 points in, 28.5 minutes. And yet Providence with a 56-43 lead. Langevin beyond the 3. Silverio, the freshman backup point. Langevin looking to the basket with 7 to get off a shot. Harris gives it away. Shot clock down to 3. Silverio, an air ball. So that's like a punch to the stomach for the Rams at this point in the game.
Well, you can't ask for anything more if you're Coach Cooley with your defensive unit on the court. Forcing that difficult shot, that's what you want.
Diallo with a jump shot that won't fall in. He's had kind of a chilly day by his standards. On the drive, Martin twisting and turning his body, but it won't roll in. They'll get a second effort. He's got in the corner, Martin's 3. He got it. Three-pointer goes down to cut it back to 10, 56-46.
I like this talented freshman, Tyrese Martin, from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
They hit a big shot there. Can they get closer, though? 4:20. we're back here in Rhode Island at Providence, and the Friars with a 56-46 lead. And actually a pretty cool story. Will Levitt's on there inside the huddle, and Coach Cox making an announcement that a walk-on player for his senior year has been awarded a scholarship. And I know this happens other places, but look at the reaction. This is priceless stuff.
Unbelievable moment. The emotions involved. The coach rewarding him for all the hard work. Being a walk-on, which is a difficult job, but being team-oriented, a local product, Providence, Rhode Island, and being rewarded with a scholarship day for his senior year.
You know, it's wonderful there. I mean, you saw the emotion, the tears in his eyes, but his teammates will appreciate all of the things you said, all of that hard work, that blood, sweat, and tears that a walk-on really, typifies, and to get a full scholarship, that's terrific stuff.
Well deserved. Tip my hat to Coach Cox.
But right now, they need a little bit of magic from one of the regular guys in the rotation, because Rhode Island is down 10 with about 4.5 minutes to go. You've talked about staying away from the three-point line because they're not going to get back in this thing by shooting threes.
I don't see it happening. Difficult time today from behind the three-point line. Difficult for this beginning of this season. They're only shooting 22% as a team from the three. They're shooting 22%. You have to find other ways to get shot opportunities.
Well, the Rams so far have won a scoring battle in the second half, but they still trail by 10. They're 2 for 15 from the three-point line here tonight. So Providence will have the basketball. White deep in the corner. The Rams trying to force a turnover. And out of play off of Rhode Island, 4:25 left.
One thing I can say, Dave, is Tyrese Martin has brought a little lift to this Rams team. Trying to give some energy defensively. Just got his hand on a little deflection, but also made a three before they went into the timeout.
White looking to get free, and they break it.
Don't want to go too deep. You got yourself stuck. If you're David Duke, you're going too deep.
And a foul here against the Rams. That'll be on Martin, his first.
The Rams had David Duke exactly where they wanted him, right in the corner with a trap. No need to foul. That's where you have an anticipation, playing the passing lane, trying to come up with a steal.
Coaches talk about that all the time. When you have done everything you're supposed to do, you have a guy bottled up. Don't reach. Don't commit that foul.
Do not bail the offensive player out. And the funny thing is, Dave, we're looking at the score of the game. The Rams are down by 10 right now, possibly down 11. Still down 10. In the game, you still have 4 minutes to cut into this lead.
Sure. Someone has to make some shots. That was typically that guy for him, and he'll be fouled before he made the basket. On the drive to the hoop of 4:03 remaining. That'll be the fourth of the ball game for Alpha Diallo.
And that's what you want from Jeff Doughton. Getting an opportunity to go downhill, attacking the defense, putting pressure on them, now drawing a foul, going to the basket. You stop the clock. You get 2 free throws to chip into this lead.
Well, he has been their offensive star, 17 a game, but in and out with a foul shot. 56-46 Providence. Scoring pace has certainly slowed down in the second half. Diallo with those 4 fouls. Watson wants the lane, lost the handle, and a whistle. And another foul here against the Rams. We'll take the 35. Well, Nate Watson with a foul. Langevin will be at the line with 3:33 to go. As he nails the first. Reeves coming back on now for Providence College. will step out.
And the Rams are doing what they want to do. What they're supposed to do is get to the free throw line. The Friars have to stop fouling. You're stopping the clock. And then the Rams have to capitalize when they're at the free throw line and make these free throws.
URI's actually gotten to the line pretty frequently in the second half, but he only makes one. 57-47. So 3:19 remaining. White, and another foul on the play. And certainly a lot more of those whistles in the second half than we saw in the first. And for White, that's his third. And was that the second time on the offensive foul?
That's the second time, and I can't contribute it to Russell's a little bit of exaggeration. The bottom line is Malik White extended his arm, and so that's an easy call, an offensive foul.
Been a bit of a problem for him. The junior from Richmond, Virginia. Russell to the paint. Tough shot, no. Scrap for the rebound. Langevin right back up underneath that rim. It struck the bottom of the iron. And a turnover here by Providence College as Jackson was sprawling on the baseline. And back it goes to the Rams.
Rhode Island is really struggling, Dave. Coach Cox is going to have to go back to the drawing board, watch a lot of film, and figure out how he can get his team out of struggling to make easy baskets in the paint. Get that out of their mind, out of their mental.
And a whistle before the inbounds. The fans a little frustrated by all the whistles, but that's 4 on Malik White. He picks up his 4th personal.
All fouls do is take a game that started off pretty fluent and now made the game kind of ugly and stagnant. A build-up game, a rivalry build-up game.
And it feels like you're exactly right. It's bogged things down, and so have these misses by the Rams. And an official timeout with 2:43 to go. It's supposed to be 2 shots. That's the reason they're going to go back and shoot here. It's a 2-shot foul.
And that's what I'm talking about, Dave. The game becomes stagnant, gets ugly. We're supposed to be shooting 2 free throws. The guys are getting the rebound taken off. But again, Russell missing the free throws. Just a tough outing for the little fella.
Russell missing again. He's 1 for 6 at the line. They break the press. Here's Reeves.
For the Friars, you have to take your time, work the clock, get a good shot.
Up by 10, and the foul by Russell. 2:30 to go. Well, UFC Fight Night supposed to be on right now, but the Fox Sports app is the place to go. If you want to tune that in, it'll be on as soon as this basketball game is finished. Reeves to the line. Making it 58-47. And Reeves will hit 1 of 2.
The way you get out of a shooting rut is you get in the gym. You get in the gym, you get your reps, you visualize the ball going through the basket.
Martin wants a 3. Off the back of the iron. Way out front. Here comes Reeves. All the way through. The dunk missed by Watson. Another whistle. 2:03 to go. Well, it certainly has not been an artistic second half.
Not at all. And I can't. It's not just the Rams missing shots. The Friars are missing easy shots in the paint.
And Fats Russell is just fouled out. There's number 5 on Fats. He wound up with 6 points, 2 assists, couple of rebounds on the evening. That'll put Watson to the line. 6'10" sophomore out of Arlington, Virginia. So Rhode Island can't say that they didn't have windows to cut in. They certainly did. They missed a number of foul shots. They missed almost all of their threes. That's going to make it tough against any opponent. Watson was number 2 and missed the pair.
They had multiple opportunities when they got it down to 9. They got a couple of stops. They weren't able to capitalize. Empty possessions. And the Friars continue to foul. And the Friars are missing free throws.
Rhode Island 5 for 27 shooting in this half. That is 19%. Thompson going to keep on trying anyway. So certainly looking like a Providence College victory here on their home court in this long-standing rivalry.
Well, the game got ugly with the shot missing of the Rams as well as the Friars. Friars did enough that they needed to do defensively.
Blake's lay-in won't drop, and it'll go the other way with 1:11 remaining. Well, to win, the Friars would improve to 6-2, and again they've got Boston College coming up Tuesday at BC. We will also have the Friars Big East opener on New Year's Eve right here against Creighton. Langevin heading to the line.
Sorry about that, Dave. Coach Cox over there in his first year. As you have Langevin with 17 points, 11 rebounds, his 5th straight double-double. Well, Coach Cox is just trying to figure out how do I get my young team rolling shooting-wise.
And for the Friars, their upcoming schedule includes a game against Texas, now number 17 in the country, on December the 21st.
That'll be a tight matchup. Very tight, very tough for them. It'll be a test, though.
So approaching 1 minute to play. And the Friars with a 10-point lead. There were a couple of runs there by the Rams. It looked like when they got it down about 7. They were a shot or 2 away from really stepping back into this thing, but the Friars held them off. Diallo got too far underneath, and a turnover. And for Alpha Diallo, an up and down afternoon and evening, but they've been able to do it without their biggest star, largely on the offensive end anyway.
Well, if you're Diallo, what do you have to do when you're having a rough scoring day and you're the leading scorer is not, as you see Doughton making a well-needed shot in the final of the game. But if you're Diallo, you don't want to fall trap to pressing the issue.
Well, they've cut it down to 8 with 33.6 to go here at the Dunkin. We'll have more in a moment. Grinder with Providence on top by 8. 58-50. And whistle here moments ago on a timeout by the Rams. Still feeling like they have an outside shot if they can get a couple of shots to go here.
Oh, it's interesting. Again, you talked about the window of opportunity with 33 seconds. They have it down to 8. Now we'll have to take some miracle plays here defensively and to finally make some shots. But you can't go home if you're the Rams saying you didn't have multiple opportunities to get yourself to a tie game with a chance to win.
Yep, they did have those chances. Talking about that in the past tense, but still 33.6 to go. Providence with the ball as Jackson runs the line. And Diallo will be fouled with 31.4 to go. So to the other end for Alpha Diallo, he'll be at the line to shoot. 6'7" junior from New York, who's been certainly the best player for Providence every time the Friars have taken the court. A light scoring day. He's been good on the glass, though. He's only 4 points, but 7 rebounds. And shooting 2. And you would think with a couple of makes he could put this completely out of reach, and he drops in the first one.
Well, yeah, it's a free throw game right now for the last 30-plus seconds. Diallo shooting 66% himself. The team only shooting 67% from the free throw line.
So Providence up by 9. Plenty of fans heading for the exits. Big crowd here. It's been a great crowd. The second half at times was very tough to watch, with all the fouls and a lot of misses. Off the back of the iron there by Doughton. Not a good day outside the 3, but out for Diallo, encouraging the Friar faithful to cheer here down in the final seconds. For Ed Cooley, it's going to be his 150th win at Providence, as the Friars will improve to 6-2 on the season. They win the rivalry game here this afternoon and evening. And Rhode Island now 3-3.
The game started off energetic, Dave. It was semi-exciting at the beginning. Got stagnant, got ugly, so it was just like, who's going to be able to get through an ugly fight right here? And the Friars were able to do it mainly because of their defense and some key scoring and the contribution from their bench.
There were a number of pretty thrilling blocks by the Friars. They owned that category all day on those defensive stops. They proved to be very, very big.
Well, the Friars are averaging 4 blocks a game, and with the athleticism they have at the forward position, Diallo, Nichols, Watson, all getting into action of block shots, even Khalif Young.
So the Friars pull it out by a final score of 59-50. And down the stretch, the Rams had a lot of difficulty making those shots, but PC hit enough. Big game by Watson. Reeves hit a couple of huge threes early on when the crowd was really alive. And the Friars in the win column, improving to 6-2. Once again, our final score, Providence 59-50 over URI. UFC Fight Night pre-fight is coming up next. We say so long from Providence, Rhode Island. Dave O'Brien for my partner, Dickie.
Dependability.